On a freezing Christmas Eve, a single dad rushed into a crowded store to buy his daughter's last-minute gift. He didn't expect to see the woman who broke his heart. But it wasn't their awkward reunion that stunned them. It was what their little girl said, two small words that neither parent was ready for, words that changed everything. Daniel always said he was used to being a single dad, but no one is truly used to loneliness. Not on Christmas Eve. The city was glowing with lights, carols floating in the air, couples huddling close in the cold. But Daniel rushed through the streets with his 7-year-old daughter, Lily, holding his hand, their breath fogging in the air. They were late. Her gift, the one she'd been dreaming of for months, had sold out everywhere. Daniel felt like he was failing her again, the way he sometimes feared he had ever since the divorce. But Lily didn't complain. She squeezed his fingers and whispered, "It's okay, Daddy. I just want you for Christmas." His throat tightened. She always knew how to stitch up his broken parts with simple words. Inside the last open toy store, chaos reigned. Parents scrambled for the remaining items on shelves, children whined, Christmas music played too loudly. Daniel scanned the aisles desperately. And then he froze. There, examining the very gift he was searching for, stood Sarah. His ex-wife. The woman he had once thought he'd grow old with. The woman who left. Her hair was shorter. Her eyes looked tired. But the shock in them matched his. For a moment, the world around them fell silent. "Daniel," she whispered. He managed a nod. Lily blinked between them, confused. Sarah took a step closer, holding the toy in her hands. I didn't know you'd be here." "Same," he said, the words awkward and heavy. Their divorce hadn't ended in screaming or betrayal, it ended in quiet exhaustion, in two people who didn't know how to fight for each other anymore. Now they stood face to face, the weight of everything unsaid hovering between them. Then Lily tugged on Daniel's coat and whispered loudly, "Daddy, that's Mommy." Sarah's eyes filled instantly. She knelt, arms open, and Lily rushed into them. The moment broke him a little. After a long pause, Sarah stood. "Let me buy this for her," she said softly. "Please." Daniel wanted to refuse out of pride. Or pain. But he saw the way Lily clutched her mother's hand like she'd found a missing piece. So he nodded. And together, awkwardly, quietly, they walked to the counter, creating a fragile, unexpected truce on a night when miracles were supposed to happen. Snowflakes drifted around them, glowing under the streetlights. People hurried past, but Daniel and Sarah stood still, their daughter looking up at them with innocent certainty. Lily tugged at both their hands and said, "Come home." 2 words. Simple. Soft. But powerful enough to shatter every wall between them. Daniel swallowed hard. "Sweetheart. Mommy doesn't live with us anymore." Lily's lip trembled, but she didn't cry. "Just tonight. Christmas Eve is for family." She looked at Sarah. "Aren't we family?" Sarah's breath hitched. Her eyes shimmered. "Yes, baby. We are." They exchanged a glance, Daniel and Sarah, the kind that carried years of shared memories, hurt, laughter, and regret. It felt impossible. It felt dangerous. It felt right. So Sarah nodded gently. "Okay. Just tonight." Back at Daniel's small apartment, warmth replaced awkwardness. They decorated cookies, watched Lily open the gift, and listened to her giggle when she pulled them close for photos. For a few hours, it felt like time had folded back. Like the fractures in their hearts were small enough to step over. When Lily finally fell asleep beside the glowing tree, Daniel and Sarah sat quietly with mugs of warm cocoa. "You look happier," she whispered. He shrugged. "I'm trying. For her. You've done so much for her, and I wasn't there." Her voice cracked. Guilt lived in her eyes. "You were hurting too," he said. "We both were." Silence settled, gentle, not heavy. Sarah looked around the room. "I walked away because I thought I couldn't be the mother she deserved, or the wife you needed." Her voice trembled. But seeing you both tonight, I regret so much. Daniel stared at the blinking lights, heart pounding. People break, he said softly. But maybe they can heal too. Sarah wiped a tear. Do you think we could ever? He didn't let her finish. I don't know, he admitted honestly. But maybe we can try to talk. See where we are. No pressure. No rushing. Just try. Her smile was the softest thing he'd seen in years. When she left later that night, Daniel walked her to the door. The cold air brushed her cheeks pink. Thank you for tonight, she whispered. Thank Lily, he said with a small laugh. They shared a long, warm look before she stepped into the snow. As she walked away, Lily appeared sleepily behind him and whispered, Daddy. Mommy looked happy. Daniel picked her up, heart full in a way he didn't expect. Yeah, he said. Maybe this Christmas was her miracle too. And as he carried her back inside, he allowed himself something he hadn't felt in a long time. Hope.